Frank David Henderson was born on September 22nd, 1982, to Daisy Stafford and Jerry Lee Henderson. Growing up in the small little town of Tom, Oklahoma, which we mainly called the backwoods, Frank attended Tom Elementary School until 8th grade before transferring to Hayworth High, where he graduated in 2001. During his childhood, Frank enjoyed such things such as swimming, working on his grandfather's farm, hanging out with family and friends at either reunions or any other events that were held in town, and just downright being a good, cool, laid-back person. That good person attitude began at the age of 5, though, when Frank was put in an emergency situation with his cousin Tori. Tori almost drowned in a freak accident, but Frank managed to save his cousin's life. When news of this spread, he was recognized for his heroism, where he took a trip to the state capitol where he met the governor and was rewarded. I still remember the article, man, that they had put out on him. It was titled, "Boy Saves Friend." The next great highlights of his life came in adulthood, where he met Ronisha Watson, Rose I like to call her, and they had a son, Elijah. But later on, he would meet his fiancée, Carrie Baker, and had another son, Kendrick. If there was one thing that Frank loved more than God, it was his kids, and he loved them dearly. Besides his kids, he also loved his nieces and nephews, especially as they were growing up. I remember one of my greatest memories with Frank, man, and forgive me for going off my usual narration with this, but it's like, I gotta say this right here because I didn't get a chance to, tell this story at his funeral. But it goes like this. All right, back in the day when my daughter was a sophomore in high school, she got asked to her very first prom. So on that day, while her mom, her aunts and them and things like that are basically, helping her get all dolled up, Frank, was over there. So I'm chilling out there with him. And not only we just basically joking around, we basically plotting on how we were going to scare the mess out of this boy. And the way we figured out is like, everybody remember that one scene from Bad Boys 2 where Martin Lawrence and Will Smith basically is scaring the mess out of Martin Lawrence's daughter's date? We said we were going to basically pull that stuff right there. Now, of course, since I'm the daddy, I got to be Martin Lawrence. So I got to basically, pull out the first sense of the intimidation right there. And both me and Frank, we big dudes. So imagine, you got these two, big dudes right here, basically, scaring the mess out of you, talking about, what you finna do with my daughter, things like that. I know how prom goes and things like that. So you think you finna do all right there? And Frank just like, no, he ain't finna be doing that with my cousin right there. Like, Frank, gone, I got this right here, So we basically sit on the couch just basically joking around right there. And, I guess my daughter got so worried that to the fact where, she wouldn't even let the boy come pick her up. She basically met him at the prom. Took away our fun that day, but it's like, it was one of those fun memories of the times that, me and Frank hung around and things like that, man. And that's what made his life on earth basically, that more memorable. So that's why it pained me when, when Carrie basically put out on Facebook that on March 25th, Frank had, he had passed away. And, man, it's like, really gonna miss him, man. So it's like, rest easy, kinfolk. Rest in power, peace, and love. And like, you're one of the good people down here, and I'm just gonna basically, I'm gonna miss you to death, man. Now, I know we're going to see each other again one day, but until then, man, keep looking down upon people, especially, as your kids as they growing up. Frank is buried at the Alfred French Cemetery in Foreman, Arkansas. He was 38 years old. I'm Psycho Rick saying until next time, y'all. Thanks for watching.